All right. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Morning. So first thing I'm going to be looking at here is checking for equal highs and equal lows. As always, let's see if we have any. Perfect. So our first set of equal highs right here. I'm going to label these out. Okay. Any other ones that I see here? I'm trying to see if there's anything. Pretty much just those that I see right now. We did have news that came out at 8:30. I think it might have been, let's check where that was. Okay, it literally was a nothing burger. Actually, let me check to make sure real quick. News economic calendar. Oh, it was Wednesday news, 8:15. Okay, so we already hit the data highs and the data lows. Again, the only thing I'm seeing here is some perfect equal highs resting right above or right below the new week opening gap. So that can easily be something that we're targeting. We're just going to wait and see if there's any A plus setups. We also have another set of perfect equal highs right here. Small, but they are there, so I will obviously draw them out. Okay, and then let's just check and see how we performed in the London Asia session. And let me just quickly put my stuff back up here. All right. Okay, so we came down and swept that hourly low. So we had that reversal yesterday after the hourly low was swept. We got another reversal here. On the 15-minute, you can see there is a lower low being made on NQ. Let me check ES quick. On the hourly. Is this an SMT with ES? This is the low that was made on the first. Okay, so there is an SMT here with ES. I would not be surprised if this is what drives us higher. Not really a great 1 minute inversion here, so this is not something I'm going to be taking. If you want to try this, you can. I wouldn't suggest it though. Another set of perfect equal highs formed here too, by the way. And yeah, I mean, so far we've gotten some kind of a inversion here. So if we look at the 3 minute, you can see on this candle, we closed above the inversion. That was your entry, and you've pretty much been holding this all the way up. I wouldn't be surprised if London highs are coming next, but we need to see an A plus setup to be able to take something. I'm hoping to see a drive back down to this low to get a setup later, but I really doubt that's going to happen, honestly, just based on what I'm seeing here. I think it's just going to continue. But we will see. We shall see. We have a very bullish fair value gap here that's probably going to be used to go higher. If we inverse it, maybe we can look for a long setup, but we'll see. I would not be surprised if this just continues up from here and sweeps all the highs, goes to midnight opening price. Too many confluences here for me to believe we're going up before we go down. So we'll be patient, but if we can get a sweep of this low, guys, this is where I'm going to be looking for a secondary long. So if we can get a sweep of this low and then get a long setup, that will be really nice. I'd love to see that. But what I'm guessing is going to happen is that this ends up holding. I'm guessing again here. I have no idea. But if we're holding this and we create... What the heck? Just need a regular rectangle. If we hold this, that will be beautiful to continue higher. But again, there's just no model here. The real model was that 3-minute inversion here, and I'm guessing that's just going to be continuation to go higher. To tag that midnight opening price right up here towards that London session. So we will see. I'm guessing it's just going to happen here, at least to tag these. You can see that tiny little 1-minute inversion here that's technically holding down price. It's very small, but it still exists. I doubt it's going to hold, but we'll see. So not quite a touch yet, but almost there. The heck? That's weird. Oh, Michael's here. Michael, good morning. Why is it not showing my stream? Why is it not showing my comments? So weird. Sorry, Michael. I don't know why it's not showing me your comments. Okay, so I think this is going to pump through all these equal highs here. Yo, what's up, Tristan? I think there's going to be a sweep of all these equal highs and then midnight open. And then, yeah, we should just continue up here, honestly. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. There it is. Okay, so there's the second set of equal highs. Tristan, do you take any trades today, bro? Wow, everything is pumping. Okay, and there's a second set of perfect equal highs right above this. It's not really that important. You can see they're just two perfect equal highs, but there is a gap between them. So I would not be surprised if it hits. Wow, Tristan, ES only. That's wild. I just took a scalp on one of my fundeds up to the equal highs, but that's the only trade I've taken today. A 1-for-1 scalp. Spend a whole week backtesting for like 12 hours at a time. It's much more tame. Oh, ES is definitely more tame than NQ. Definitely more tame. Unfortunately, I mean, this depends on the day, but you don't often get the same runs. But if you're looking for equal highs and equal lows to get swept, ES is great for that. The only thing is sometimes because there's so many, they can be a little bit tedious and sometimes they don't hit. But for the most part, ES is pretty darn good. It's just like this price action here is just, I can't stand it personally. But it's, completely up to you. What's up, Kay? Good morning. Okay, so I think this is, again, probably just consolidating here to go higher. If somehow, guys, we do end up getting a dump here towards this low, I'll look for another long. If we leave these equal highs and midnight opening price, I think that would be awesome to get a setup. But if you guys have paid attention to the morning session, this was probably your only setup. Sorry, it was on the 3-minute. Beautiful sweep of liquidity, 3-minute inversion, entry, and then you would target all this buy side. Your ultimate target would be midnight opening price, I think. But just keep continuous movement here is what I'd be looking for. Okay, let me take a look at the rest of the market real quick. Nike up, Tesla up, nice. Nike up 1.85%. This is just going to keep pushing, guys. This is going all the way up to 76, then it's going to 80, 82. I think there's going to be a ton of that. I didn't take it, Kay. I wasn't at the computer, unfortunately. There's the second set of equal highs, by the way, guys. And midnight, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to take today, if anything. We'll see, because we've already made quite a significant move. But you can see here that we have formed an SMT with ES. So what am I on here? The 30-minute. So ES is making a higher low, NQ is making a lower low, and we're pushing out of it. So I think that London high is definitely something that could come today. We'll be patient and wait and see what we get, but I think this definitely has legs to go up here today. Yeah, I'm still looking for buys. I just have to see a good setup. There was this tiny 1-minute inversion right here. That's the only thing you could have taken this morning. I did take a scalp on one of my funded accounts when we traded into this fair value gap to target the equal highs. Just a 1-for-1. And that's it. So far we're green on the week, but that's it. Yeah, I think there was an SMT yesterday, but we came back down and swept that SMT. I think here. So the hourly, this is like a big turtle soup, it looks like to me. I also don't love trading, guys, when we're inside the range of a daily candle. But we could be looking for buys here and targeting that buy side liquidity. Very interesting. Oh, are these perfectly equal highs too? No, they're not. Okay, so I'm going to delete this actually. Do we have any more? By the way, guys, if you notice any equal highs in the charts that I'm missing, make sure you tell me, because that can change my bias completely. And we could potentially get a really good setup. Or equal lows too. Please make sure you tell me if there's equal lows as well. But for the most part, I catch them, but... Excuse me. Okay, are you working today? Wow, and Riot is pumping too. So congrats to those of you guys who are in Nike. I'm probably going to start selling covered calls on this soon in case we rebalance this fair value gap. Let me see here. Where's my Riot position? Riot is up almost 6% here, pushing past that daily fair value gap. Loving this. I think this is going all the way up to 15 now. So I told you guys, if you rewind the tape, can't access TradingView. Oh, that's right. Damn, K, that sucks. But But yeah, I think this is going to push, guys. I think we're going to 15, and then I think we're going to 19, 20, and then 24. But you know that all my live streams I've been calling Riot. I made videos about it, but no, a lot of people sleep on it. I don't know why. Okay, so basically all that I'm looking at here is this hourly high. Maybe this, I'll mark this one as well just in case so we can take some partials. If we can also inverse this bearish hourly fair value gap, that's going to be another big driver for price, I think. But this just keeps pushing up and up and up and up. Okay, there's the top of the new week opening gap. So I'm looking for a setup to target this buy side. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I hope we do, but this is obviously so far a slow grind up. Wow, and Apple is pushing like crazy too. I want to take a look at Apple real quick. So Apple was down 23% from lows right over here, give or take, when I was looking to buy it. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I mean, I bought a little bit, but very small size. I didn't alert it in the community, but at $201.40 I bought. I think where this is driving to, if I had to guess, is this internal buy side here. There's also a volume imbalance here. On the daily chart, there's a gap that needs to fill, so I'd be looking for this to hit 216 as well. And yeah. But I think, guys, this is just going to keep driving up. It's just annoying when there's no setups. I mean, yes, you could have taken this one early in the morning. I was not awake here, but you can see every bullish fair value gap. When we're bullish is used to go higher. We're sweeping all the equal highs. I still think this is easily going to tag all this buy side, but you have to be cautious because we are in this hourly fair value gap. So I wouldn't blindly long here. I'd need to see, again, an A+ setup. But if we can come back, maybe retest something in this leg of price and then go higher, that would be awesome. How's the dog? My dog Lulu is good. She's just chilling in her room right now. It's really hot. It's a summer here. I don't know if it's summer for you guys, but she normally just sits on the floor, spread out, to try and keep cool. She doesn't sleep in this room anymore because it's really hot. All right, so I want to see again. We could retest any of these sets of equal highs. If we do, I'm guessing that's going to be used as support to go higher. I would love to see an inversion gap here. I really doubt it's going to happen. Is it summer in Portugal too? I really doubt we're going to get another inversion play, but if we do, then I'll look to execute. But if not, then it is what it is. Do 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 do. Yeah, I figured, Kev. If you look at this structurally too, guys, I mean, I'm not going to BS here, but this looks like a buy program. So we formed a breaker here, low, high, lower, low. Also an SMT, a sweep of liquidity. So this just looks like it's just going to keep pushing here. I really would not be surprised. All the way up to London highs. Again, London highs, all three of these levels. I'd love to see a retest of some of these before going higher, but who knows what's going to happen here. Just keeps on going. We're also outside the macro time, keep that in mind. So it's probably not optimal to long here, even if this works. But I'm guessing it is. Because just look, you guys should learn how to read market structure. When you see trend line liquidity, when you see clean fair value gaps, like we did on the 3-minute chart, this is signal of good price action. So again, I think this is cleanly going to deliver up to all these London highs, but again, there's no setup for me to take. I took one trade today, and it was a scalp, a 1-for-1 from this red candle right here, and I took it up to these equal highs, and I cut the trade. So that was a, I don't know, $40 win with one contract, or $50 win with one MNQ. So however many accounts you have copied, if you can just do that, if you can do 4 accounts copied, 4 $50 trades, one $50 trade copied over 4 accounts, that's $200. That's not bad at all. So I would not be surprised if we get some stabs back down into this new week opening gap. That's definitely possible. Again, I'm not going to bet on it, but if we get a trade back down into this 1-minute gap, that would be a nice potential spot to re-enter. But for now, we're just consolidating, guys. There's nothing here. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm still praying that we get some kind of a setup up to these London highs. I don't think we will. I'm guessing this is just gonna go, but again, we'll see. By the way, the hourly candle has not closed yet. This closes at 11, so we still have 40 minutes till this candle close. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know if it's just gonna cleanly deliver and not give an entry for the long. I don't know if we're gonna consolidate for the next 40 minutes before going higher. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is the type of price action that a lot of traders get messed up in because they get induced by long candles. You have to pay attention to what is happening on the higher time frames. You can see here that the hourly candle is forming. So we don't know where this is going to close. It could close up here, sure. What's more likely to happen is that we close here and we consolidate the market, trade back into the hourly fair value gap, maybe even reject from it. So we don't know when what's going to happen here. So longing randomly here 40 minutes before the hourly candle closes is probably not a good idea. You're probably going to get chopped around in nonsense. So those are the types of things you want to be paying attention to. Again, could it push here? Yes. I don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure, but you probably don't want to be longing randomly 40 minutes before the hourly close on a very bullish hourly candle. Probably not. Especially when we're above a new week opening gap, there's just no setup. So what's likely to happen is we consolidate, trade back into the new week opening gap, induce traders. It's just not the best spot to be in my opinion. Do 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 do. Okay, so continuously just pushing up and up and up and up. I hope for those of you guys who are still long, for your sake, this continues up here. Again, there's just no setup for me, so I cannot take this. We could easily consolidate here, trade back into this new week opening gap, then go higher. Too many what ifs. Okay, there's a pump through all the highs. And unfortunately, again, guys, zero setup there. But it is what it is. Not much you can do about that. Sheesh. Look at Riot right now. 7% on the day, pushing through all these internal highs. I think Riot is easily going to go to 13. Probably today, realistically. Crazy. Days that PAs like this honestly don't like trading. Absolute zombie rally up. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. If you got the good entry, like down here, the one good entry of the day at 8:30, then awesome. But unfortunately, there was not really any other setup. You could try longing on pullbacks, don't get me wrong, but not a huge fan of doing that. I need my model, and that's it. We have a pretty important level at 807, so right here. I can label it, I guess. 22,807.50. That is a pretty strong level, so we could easily come back and retest that. But there's really nothing here, guys. Nothing whatsoever. Again, and you can see that I'm telling you where the market is likely to go, but I don't know when. I didn't know if we were going to trade back into the new week opening gap. I didn't know if we were going to consolidate. And this hourly just continued to push here. So this is obviously very strong. My guess is that we're just going to continue. Maybe we come back first and retest this hourly fair value gap. Like, let's say we get a closure at 40 or at 8 o'clock my time or 11 o'clock Eastern. And then maybe we get a long setup later. Yeah, but yeah, they basically make it very difficult to get a position into anything. My guess is they're just going to pump this here. Again, there's nothing I can do about it. You just have to let it play out. Do 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 do. It's just like a non-stop move higher. It's crazy. And they just do this. It's like a slow, steady do, 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 and then finally there's a random collapse when everyone wants to long. It's very difficult, guys. Don't know how else to explain it, but very difficult price action. It's easy in the sense of the structure. I told you guys we had like a bullish breaker that is a buy model, but it's very difficult to get an entry. That's what I mean. The price action is good, but the entry is difficult because they only give one A+ entry for the day. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, there's really nothing here. Wow, Nike is pumping too. Look at this. Nike is back up to 76 now. Sheesh. Where's Nike? 3.5% on the day. Let's go. Was this a 4-hour high? What was this? Yeah, so this is the first target for me on Nike. Congrats to everyone who's in this. This is just going crazy right now. And I think we're going to go up to 80, then 82, and then from there, again, some of my positions going to be offloaded in the 90s. So when we fill this gap here on the daily, you can see the gap right here. I want something, so it's actually at 87, and then in the low 90s, I'm going to be taking off some of the position, and then obviously in the weekly fair value gap is the major sell at 109.96. This should just pump here, but again, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. Is anyone feeling FOMO right now? For the 10 people, 11, 12 people that are in here? Good. Good, 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 good. So I think this level is next to hit. There it is. And now from here, maybe we get a reversal. I don't know, guys. I haven't a clue. But this is a potential spot for reversal. To maybe come back and tag into the new week opening gap. It's definitely possible. But we will see. I've learned too many times when I FOMO, it'll just instantly reverse. Yeah, exactly. Such strong price action, though. I mean, look at this, guys. This is very likely to come back all the way up to all-time highs. Why is this so... so strong? It's crazy. But yeah, don't be surprised if we get some kind of a reversal here to retest these highs. I would not be surprised by it. So at least the 1028 candle, I'm guessing it might head back there. Again, not financial advice. I'm not 100%. There's no setup. I'm just saying structurally where I think we'll probably get a pullback, but no guarantees. Wow, so Nike came very close to that high on the 4-hour and rejected. This could definitely be a spot where we pull back, but we will see. Again, I'm still holding Nike. I told you guys my targets for that. Such boring price action. The only thing you can really do here is think, where is the market headed to? We have a volume imbalance here. Maybe we reject from that. It's possible. But I don't really see any other major targets. I mean, we have these internal highs here. I don't know if it's going to run the whole way just today, but you can see we're retracing quite a bit of this daily red candle yesterday. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. I'm going to label this volume, volume imbalance so that we know what it is. If we get some random green candles here, I think that will probably be inducement to consolidate for the session. So like after we had this huge distribution here, I think we can easily consolidate in this leg of price. But again, like really guys, I'm just here to commentate. There's no setup here, so I wish you guys the best of luck if you are trading this, but really you're probably going to lose money in this leg of price if you try and trade it. If I would say gun to my head, I would say any pops here you could short back into this range, like back to this 807 range, but that would be the only thing I'd even consider. But again, that's just pretty much gambling. It's just scalping. There's no actual model here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, there's a random spike. Did somebody say something? Okay, so there's all those highs. So again, we're retesting those hourly highs now. If you look on the 15, we're retesting all these highs. Could we use this to go higher? Sure. Could this be a spot where we take a break for a bit? Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised too if we come back and trade into the new week opening gap and test the equal highs. That's a possibility too. But again, just no model here. We are forming an interesting fair value gap. If we can close above this, maybe that can cause a spike to go higher. It wouldn't put it past that for sure. Okay, I have a question for you guys that are watching this. Is this a good inversion fair value gap? Is this something you should be longing? For the 12 people that are in here, 10 on YouTube, 10 on X and 2 on YouTube, I think. Is this a good fair value gap, an inversion fair value gap? Yes or no? Whoa, Nike dumping now. Big rejection there, right before that internal high. Is this a good fair value gap to long? Let's see who knows. I would say 0% is it a good fair value gap to long. 0%. Could it work? Sure. We're very bullish on the day. But this is not an A+ long. Why? We didn't sweep any major liquidity. We're at highs of the day. There's no reason to be trading this. There's not any obvious liquidity zones. I mean, yes, we have this high right here. But is it cleanly going to deliver all the way up without more pullbacks? Probably not. So be super careful with this type of stuff. If you really want to try this with one contract, one MNQ, with your stop loss as a close below the IFEG, by all means. But if you're green on the day, if this is your first trade on the day, this is not something you should be taking. So the trade would look like this right now. It's like basically a one, not even a 1-for-1. It's a 1.4 to 1 RR, give or take. Because we're so bullish, you can try it with one MNQ, but I really would not say I wouldn't say it's A+, and I wouldn't use it as your first trade. Definitely not. I know. Guys, did you see this hourly candle? This is ridiculous. This is actually wild. I think this is all, first of all, we're at all-time highs, so I always say never short at all-time highs. But also, I think it's probably related to the news of the big beautiful bill being passed by the Senate, I think it was. Let me get my computer real quick. Hold on. Does anyone know? Was it passed through the Senate or the House of Representatives? I'm on it. I need to get more versed on that stuff, on how it all works. Definitely learned it in history class, but wow. Elon Musk tweeting about Donald Trump. Credit where credit is due. At Real Donald Trump has resolved several serious conflicts around the world. Good thing he really doesn't just say never Trump or never this or never that. He is completely unbiased and, or I would say, I wouldn't say he's completely unbiased, but he has the ability to kind of pivot between something that he thinks is bad and something he thinks is good, even if it comes from the same person. Crazy. So yeah, I think what's likely to happen here is we'll trade up into this weekly high, but again, this is not a plus for me, not something I'm taking. I told you guys you could do it with 1 MNQ if you wanted, but not on your first trade. If this was your first trade of the day, you shouldn't have bought this. What the heck? I feel like that beef was just so Elon could remove himself from being attached to Trump. Good thinking, Tristan. I was actually thinking something similar, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I don't know. That's a tough one. They could really be playing chess to try and get Elon out of like the Republican eye, but I just don't think he quite frankly cares about it at all. Like Elon says what he wants. He doesn't really care what people say or what people think. So I don't think he would really try and change his public perception. But I want to show you guys something real quick. So just for those of you guys who are newer to trading and are not really sure about what's going on here, this is something I called out earlier in the day, but again, I missed the trade because I wasn't on. But if you ever see an SMT, meaning one indice makes a lower low and the other indice makes a higher low, this is called an SMT. You can see low, higher low, low, lower low, plus a inversion fair value gap. This is all my YouTube shorts talk about this. If it would load. Hello. Oh man. Are we glitching out here? Hello? Why is it pulling up at ES? NQ1. Whoops. So if we get that inversion, let me remove my executions here so you can see. Paired with a 3-minute fair value gap or a 5-minute fair value gap like this, that is the signal to go long. We had equal highs here. Those are a beautiful target. And yeah. Maitra, what's up? How are you, good sir? Just blowing accounts, you know me. Yeah, guys, Maitra is one of my pro trading students. Just kidding. Maitra is not one of my students, but he is a professional account blower. You could be the #1 fan if you want. You could be a groupie, whatever you want, bro. So again, no A+ setups here. There is a 1-minute bearish fair value gap before the weekly high. This could be used as resistance to take us down here, but not going to be looking for shorts today, boys and girls. Let's go. Yeah, Maitra, he's a homie. He comments on a lot of my stuff. He likes stuff. By the way, if you're in here, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Just kidding. Just make sure you like. It helps the algorithms. So you guys see how I drew this level out? I told you guys this is like a magnet for price. You can see we came back and touched into it. Swept this. We're probably going to come back and trade below this BPR if I had to guess now. But again, there's no setup here. If you guys wanted to take this 1 minute inversion, you could have. I just did not. Now I think we'll probably trade back into this 1 minute fair value gap. Should we scalp this? Okay, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna scalp this for fun, and TP into this 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see what happens here. Terrible RR trade, but we'll see if it works out. We did tap. Oh, we haven't tapped into the volume imbalance yet. We should still tap into this, and then some of this fair value gap. Again, guys, this is a terrible RR trade. It's just a scalp. Nothing I would suggest taking. It's not a model. But I do like that we created this inversion fair value gap here. We have unbalanced PD arrays below us. We have a volume imbalance that was not touched yet. So I'm guessing this is going to come back down and trade into it. Maybe it taps into this first. I don't know. But the stop loss will have to be a close or a touch back above this 1 minute inversion. Again, I do not suggest taking shorts in this type of a market. This is not a smart trade in my opinion. It's just a scalp. Basically looking for the market to tap into this volume imbalance right here. It's tiny, but it exists. Yeah, it probably is, but I think we'll probably still come back and rebalance this right here. I need to make it even less of a profit because the volume imbalance is right here. So again, guys, do not trade this on your actual accounts. This is really dumb, but I think at minimum we should come and balance this and then balance this fair value gap. So that's the idea behind the trade. And then from there, who knows what happens. We could come up first before sweeping it. So uh-oh. So I wouldn't be surprised if we touch up to the top of this and then probably reject again. Who knows, guys? But I think at minimum this should touch at some point. We'll see if it happens now or not. Not a good sign, though, for those of you guys who are trying to short this, like me. But this should be where we tap into to go lower if we're going to do it. We shouldn't go past this 1 minute fair value gap. So we'll see. Okay, so one tick above there. And there's a stop out. So I hope you guys learned why you shouldn't be shorting at all-time highs. But I still think we're probably going to come back and touch into this volume imbalance at some point, but I'm not taking anything else. So I think a lot of people are trying to take this inversion, and I'm guessing it's going to fail. But we'll see. I think what's going to happen here is that this is going to be consolidation leg after the distribution. So everyone is trying to take this inversion gap higher. It's probably going to get smoked, but we do have this weekly or hourly high above that might get hit too. So keep that in mind. And I'm guessing this is a consolidation leg before we get the manipulation later in the day. Like, I'm guessing this is just going to chop around this 208 level and then go higher. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Okay, very close to that weekly high. I was incorrect, I think, here. But again, not trying anything here. There's no model for me. Yes, you could have tried this inversion, but we're at high of day. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so in theory, we should use this to go higher, obviously. In theory, to touch that hourly high. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll bring the market really close to it and then they'll reject it, but I don't think that's going to happen here. We'll see. You could have, Mitra, you could have, bro. Why didn't you do it? Come on, man. So this bullish fair value gap should be used to go higher. If it fails, then I think this will be a decent scalp down into this fair value gap. But I doubt it. Are there any FOMC members speaking today? Does anyone know? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so this should be used to go higher. If it fails, then we should probably come back and stab into this. But I really doubt it. Should we try this, guys, if it fails right before the weekly high? I think it's worth a shot. Candle closes in just a few seconds. Let's see if we get the closure below. Uh-oh, no close below. I bet you it still fails, but it's not going to give an entry. I think it's going to trade into this now. Sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, so there's a tap in. Let's see if it holds or not. Oh, Maitra, I meant to tell you I wanted to play you in chess again. I just forgot. I mean, obviously Magnus. He's just like so odd. It's funny. But he's so good, it's crazy. Hans, the cheater that put that put something in his butt apparently to get chess answers. Why is he a sore loser? A lot of people have said they don't like Magnus because he gets really like upset for no reason. But I don't know. Do 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 do. Okay, another tap into this fair value gap. I still want to see this get rebalanced fully, so hopefully it does. But we shall see. So the 50% did not get tapped yet. But I do want to see the market pull back here. Whoa, Tristan and Mishra battling for top spot. 1 and 2 of the 2 people that are here on YouTube. There's 13 people watching this. 2 on YouTube. And what? 11 on X. But nobody ever comments on X. Comments on X. Okay, so now that the 50% has been tapped, I mean, we'll probably end up going right back up here, but we'll see. Again, when I draw these levels out in yellow, pay attention. These are like a magnet for price. So when we have a huge distribution leg, and let's say we come super close to a high like this, I told you guys, when we go like a tick or two right above it and we never hit it, and we come back into the bullish for value gap, a lot of the times it fails, and then we end up trading into the next one. So damn. Maitra, you're cooked, bro. Number 2, what are you going to do about that? Tristan, it's because DIDDY, it's all part of that whole media scheme, bro. If you follow what they tell you to do, you end up with nothing, even if you're like one of the worst criminals out there. Oh my god. X is so funny. I can't even tell you guys what I just saw, but I actually, it was ridiculous. Holy shit. Alright. So, I'm guessing this is just going to consolidate. We're going to probably trade back to this 807 level. Oh boy, Mitra. Don't even get me started, bro. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. No chance, Mitra. No chance. I'll get banned for life if I put that on the screen. Bro, there's no better... So here's another thing I want to say. Something that's underrated with trading. If you guys are in swing trades, for example, I'm in Nike right now, okay? This is absolutely printing for me. We bought this in the Discord in the 63 and 54 level. So while the market is going up without me, I'm benefiting off of this swing trade. It's just printing me money while the market is doing nothing. So it's another way to kind of reduce your FOMO from day trading. Also Riot, another one that's pumping for us. Up 7.5% on the 7.7% on the day, and it's gonna go higher. We're going to 1360. We're probably gonna go to 15 soon. So all these things are printing for me, so I don't have to FOMO day trading. Hope that makes sense. But anyways. Do 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 do. So if we are truly bullish here, obviously this fair value gap should be used to go higher. However, I do think this is probably still going to fail and stop everybody out who's short or who's long from this leg of price. Could I be wrong? Sure. But I still think it's probably going to end up coming down, sweeping all these lows, trading into this volume imbalance, and then maybe going higher. What I use for swing trades? Charles Schwab. All my long-term plays, my option selling, my swing trades, everything is through Charles Schwab. I think Fidelity is great too, Vanguard, but Charles Schwab I think has all of the tools, like for when I do iron condors or any type of multi-legged spread, if I decide to do those. Charles Schwab is just the simplest for me. I've been using it for a long time. It can be difficult to learn if you first start, but I think in general it's good. This guy is so Illuminati. Me? Because I use Charles Schwab instead of Robinhood? Yeah, you caught me, guys. I'm the Illuminati market maker because I use Charles Schwab. And if you don't, you're basically just a market noob. If you use Robinhood, though, yeah, I feel bad for you. Just kidding. Robinhood actually has gotten pretty good over the years. And now they have this whole like tokenization thing. Especially if you're new to investing, I think that their platform is the best. Like, it really gets people learning and understanding in a simple platform with a good user interface. I use unregulated offshore brokers. Alright, so I was correct. We dumped, swept all these lows. Now, again, we'll probably trade somewhere into here before going higher. I don't know. But you guys will be so proud of me today. Of my scalping, I'm up $48 across 4 accounts. Round of applause. $48 per account, sorry, across 4 accounts. So it's a little bit better than $48, but it's not great for me, not for a day. Oh, Maitra. Did that put you back in the #1 spot? No, Maitra, you're still #2. No, $48 per account. Across 4 accounts, so it's almost $200, guys. Tristan's still the king of the castle. Yeah, so what I'm paying attention to right now is this fair value gap. If this fails, which it could easily fail here, we could get a pretty decent reversal on the day to target all this new week opening gap. Just a heads up, y'all. It's definitely still possible. So we just had a manipulation above this high, trading back into the 1-minute inversion. So this could easily be what dumps us lower here. Just letting y'all know. Like, this is a potential intraday pullback. So this low, I'm keeping my eyes on. This volume imbalance, I'm keeping my eyes on. These lows, the equal highs. We could get a decent dump here. Let's see how many points this would be. 74-point potential for a 26-point stop. If you guys want to short this, I wouldn't be... I think this is a good RR. And then you're targeting... Really, you're targeting the new week opening gap. But I would keep my stop... I would move my stop to break even if this low gets touched. Andre, what's up? So again, if this ends up closing below on the 2-minute and the 3-minute, oh, there's also whoa, there's a 5-minute inversion here too. Wow. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this short here. I'm gonna move my stop to break even if we hit this level, and I'm gonna target the equal lows. Stop loss will be a close back above on the 5-minute. I think this is worth a shot. I like this consolidation, manipulation above this high, and we did get a 5-minute inversion here. So I think it's worth a shot. And again, I'm going to move my stop to break even when basically when the mean threshold of this candle gets hit, if it does. So now we wait and see what happens. But again, this is ultra high risk. The reason being, guys, we have an hourly high that we didn't touch here. But I still think this has a chance to go lower. I might even keep... I don't know. We'll see. So if this wick gets hit, I'm moving my stop to break even. I don't want to get smoked. So... That's what I'm paying attention to now. But I like the fact that the 5-minute inverse to the downside. So a lot of people are probably going to be underwater here if this ends up dumping. Volume imbalance here as well. Okay, beautiful. I'm not moving the stop yet. I want to see the wick get touched on NQ. So this wick right here. All right, my stop is at break even. This is now a free trade. Let's see if we get a dump here. Imagine if this just collapses. If I were you two, I would suggest take a partial here. So right here in this volume imbalance, you guys should take a partial. But now that this magnet level that I have drawn, the yellow level got hit, my stop is at break even because this could easily reverse back up. So it's a free trade. I'll let it play out. Pretty nice so far. This is where it's going to reverse if it's going to reverse, but I would like to see it tap into this volume imbalance, ideally. So again, it's a free trade. If I get stopped out for break even, it is what it is. But I'm aiming for this little volume imbalance here. That's the target. Let's see if we get a nice dump here. I have a feeling this is going to work, but we will see. Okay, up 250 per contract. So I'm partialing here on my fundeds, right at that low. And I'm going to hold the runner all the way down to this level right here, which is the new week opening gap. So I'm half out of this position here. Hopefully this tags in. Okay, boom. Half the position is out, and I'm targeting this new week opening gap for the rest of the position. Again, what was the thesis behind the trade? We almost hit the hourly buy side, but we missed it by a tick. We have some highs here, some equal highs that never got touched into, so now we're just going to let this play out. Did anyone take that with me? Type 1 if you took that. For the 20 people that are in here. On whatever platform. I don't know what you guys are watching. Also, make sure you guys like the stream. Okay, Maitra took that. Nice. If you're in here, there's 20 people watching and 2 likes. What is that? Come on, y'all. Oh, there's 6 likes now. Let's go. But again, my entry was here. My stop is at break even. I'm out half the position in that volume imbalance, and I'm going to leave the rest down to the new week opening gap. So if this ends up pulling all the way, this is going to be a pretty big day for me. We'll see what happens. Andre was too late on charts. Oh man, Andre, you said eyes on sells. All right, hopefully we don't get stopped out on the rest here. But again, I'm fully happy with taking a break-even stop on the rest. It's going to be right here if we tag into it. Basically, I'm banking that this little tiny 1 minute fair value gap is going to be where it's balancing to here to reject and go further down. So you can see we tagged into it by 1 tick, the fair value gap right here. And now I'm hoping they're using this as rejection to go lower. So again, I did not get stopped at break even yet. My entry was here on this green candle. Waiting for a tap into that fair value gap. I see this one. Again, my entry was here at the 5-minute inversion. So I got a little bit of a pullback, so I'm literally right at this fair value gap. That's my stop to break even right there at 22,817. See if we get stopped at break even here. Again, I've partialed. I'm half out of the position here. All right, so I'm now break even. And yeah, so that was a decent trade. It is what it is. Now, I'm not going to try and short this now because if I'm wrong, this is going to push all the way up to this high. I don't think it will. I still think it'll probably reject here, but I'm not going to be part of that. Again, what I do, guys, is I enter when I think there's a high probability trade, and I move my stops to break even quickly. I don't care if it runs afterwards. I don't care if it stops me out for the other half of the position. All that I care about is if I get a good entry, I get a partial, and I just let the trade play out. I'm not interested in FOMO shorting this again. So even if this ends up going without me and this starts an intraday sell model, which it easily could, it's not my job to re-enter this after getting stopped for break even. And here's Maitra giving us this A+ analysis here of FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. Wow. Tesla killed it for their Q2 production and deliveries. It's amazing. So one thing I love to see, some very big accounts yesterday were talking about Tesla. When I see big accounts that were super bullish a few months ago and then they decide to sell out all of their position in a company like Tesla, that tells me it's likely that the bottom is in. You can see, wow, Riot is up 8%, bro. We are printing. Holy crap. Full transparency, I did sell some covered calls on Riot. And so I am down on those. But basically what that means is that if Riot ends up hitting $13 by July 18th, I will be forced to sell half of my position. And I'm just going to... I collected... How many... I think I collected $30 per contract. So I'll be collecting quite a bit of premium plus the appreciation on the asset if we get that. But anyways, so thank God that I stopped out for break even here. Again, I'm not interested in seeing how this plays out. It could pump here, it could dump. My job is not now to predict price. All I know is that we got a 5-minute inversion. I entered, I took partials, and now I'm letting the trade play out. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter because I'm not in it anymore because of that break even stop. I have eyes on UJ if it dumps. Nas fly time. What is UJ? Is that a typo or am I just... Dude. Tesla, let's go. So Tesla's Q2 production reported on the 2nd. 410 vehicles produced, 384 delivered. Wow. 9.7 gigawatts of energy storage produced. Products deployed. Insane. In the quarter where everyone thought the brand damage was going to happen. Oh, USD JPY. I'm gonna alert in the Discord too, guys. But if you're if you're in Nike with me and you have over 100 shares, I am probably gonna be selling some covered calls on Nike pretty soon. We're up huge today and over the last few days, so I think it's worth it to sell some here. At least sell some covered calls. I'm actually going to alert right now. Okay. Okay, so not financial advice, but I think this also has the potential to come back down and trade back to this level here at 807.50 now. I think this is just going to consolidate and try and stop out people who are trying to go long to target this high. So don't be surprised if we tag into this again now. Where's my Nike position? Okay, let's reply to this. And there's the dump candle, and again, we should tag into these two lows here. And definitely have your stop to break even if you enter the short here. So if you entered here where I said stop to break even, and you should tag this low right here. And almost there. And boom, there it is. Another nice scalp. Too many wins. I'm tired of winning. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me just post this 1 second. Okay, hold on. I think my cleaning lady's here. 1 second, guys. +%. All right, hold on. Okay. What kind of Illuminati has a cleaning lady? Bro, got a lot of shit that needs to be cleaned in this house. Laundry, bed sheets, floors, kitchen. Come on, y'all. It's a good investment. Instead of spending all the time yourself, I think it's a great investment. But that is up to you guys to decide. All right. Guys, we already had our distribution leg. I called a bunch of consolidation here. We called this dump. We called this dump. Got the short. I think it's probably still going to go, but we'll see. How much you pay? I need a girlfriend as well. Yeah, your girlfriend could be your cleaning lady if you want. I hope I don't get banned for saying that. Just kidding. Guys, we already had our distribution leg. We're consolidating here. We caught a nice move here. I caught another move here. And I'm pretty green for the day. I don't think there's any reason to trade anymore. You could try this inversion up, back up, and target the high here. But I don't think this is going to be a... I don't think it's going to be an A+ move. I don't think it's going to be clean. Could it be? Sure. It's not the highest probability, but I think it's going to be it. I will, if I see anything A+, I'll call it in the live alert section. And yeah, if you guys want to join, you're welcome to, but I'll catch you guys in the Discord, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is a half day, I believe, in the market. I'll double check. I'll probably do a live stream in the Discord, but I haven't decided yet. I'll let you guys know. But if not, I'll catch you guys next week. Friday, there's no trading. Obviously, it's the 4th of July, so enjoy your weekend. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on Sunday for sure for the market overview, and then on Monday for live trading. I wish you guys the best, and yeah, catch you guys in the next stream.